Welcome. Now, having completed the practitioner level for planning control theme, hopefully you have been through the questions relating to that particular theme syllabus area, and now we're going to provide some feedback and give you some ideas about the answers and any related information to them to know which ones are right, which ones are wrong, and why not. Well, the ones are wrong, I should say, really. So, this is the planning control, question 4A, part 2. So there are 2 marks here. Note there is no bold information, so this is purely an MSP application. So open at the planning control chapter section on the in the handbook, just for support. So which statement describes program planning? So this is the action of looking at how the program is going to deliver capabilities throughout, taking into consideration the projects and their outputs within each tranche and how they will deliver that. Right, so let's have a look at the statements in here. Firstly, an interdependency between 2 projects is unlikely to appear on the program plan. Well, they certainly need to appear on the program plan because we need to look at the relationship between 2 projects. If there's a dependency between them in some form or another. So if an output or a particular stage result during one project is required for another project to kick off, like a prerequisite, for instance, that definitely needs to be called in the program plan. The PM program manager needs to know that, as do the teams running the projects themselves. So that's not our correct answer. B. Changes in the tasks and the project plans should be reflected in the program plan. Well, no, the change of the project plans themselves will stay within the project plans. The program plan is an overall plan, look at the project plans at a high level, but does not reflect the deeper task level within them. So that's not true either. The program plan should identify tasks that implement responses to program risks. Well, this is certainly what you were doing. You obviously document the risks themselves in the risk register relating to the risk management strategy. However, when you've identified some responses to those risks that you have identified, any plans to help implement those responses need to be documented in the program plan. So that looks like a good answer so far. D. Shared resources should be planned and managed by the project in which they are most utilised. This is not true. Shared resources need to be tracked by the program and also the resource management strategy on how they will be shared out. So that's very important that's done, because that's one thing the program plan needs to do, is to manage the overall resources throughout the project and the program, I beg your pardon. So that's an incorrect statement. Therefore, the answer there is C. Okay, let's look at question 2 about projects dossier. Really, this is a document, or whatever you want to call it, that traps the spreadsheet, whatever, that traps the projects understood to be used within the program itself. Right. So, projects dossiers. That's a high-level document, really. So dependencies between tasks within the project have nothing to do with the dossier. Right. They're to do with the project and the project plan itself. It may have lists, of course, dependencies between projects, but certainly not at this point. Right. It's all about summary of projects themselves. Okay, so benefit chains showing project outputs leading to strategic objectives. Well, this is to do with the benefits map, right? So much of the dossier contains sort of high-level information around the projects themselves, etc., and estimates, times and stuff, and how it's going to contribute to the benefits. That is not included in the dossier from a point of view of outputs and leading to strategic objectives. 3. C, I beg your pardon. Transition plans showing how the project outputs were embedded into business operations. Well, again, this is to do with program plans and benefits realization, because they're the ones that looked at how we will embed them into operations. relative to those projects, outputs through charges and capabilities. So hopefully we've got the right answer at the bottom here. Existing projects that are to be integrated into the program. Well, so this helps because this is the right answer, and it helps when you're looking at what you think should be in the dossier. Look at the document within the handbook initially, and suddenly formulate an idea about what you think might be some of the aspects around what a project's dossier is about. So when you get to the bottom, the existing projects are to be integrated, pops you in the eye, and you realise that's obviously the right answer. I know it's the last one, there's only one left, but just make sure, because sometimes there may be wording in some of these that you think that's the right answer, and you don't bother looking at the rest. Do look at the rest, because then you might find one that's a lot more correct for what you're expecting. I realise the one you had before must have had some misleading statements, so do read the statements carefully and make sure they do relate to the question or question statement that's being posed. If you do wish further help and support on this, of course, do contact the tutor as you always through the platform. We're more than happy to provide some further feedback. Thank you.